All right, welcome to Pacer Chat on this, I don't even know what month we're in, August 7th, scrambling to get everything up. We are up. Sorry we didn't get the post out a little bit earlier about tonight. Apologize about that. You got any comments, throw them up. We'll throw them up in the chat. Marty is on a business trip today, so he will not be joining us, and we'll have Coach Brian. He'll be popping in sometime. But we got a lot to talk about today. And so been kind of overwhelming day. But we are here, and we are here to chat. So really quickly, we'll catch up on how our running's doing. Bobby Joe, how was your week? I saw you were one of the top people on the Strava group.
I am doing good. Thank you. Yes. I'm doing good. My Achilles is on the mend. It's really good, actually.
Okay.
So, weekend, I'm with the babies all weekend, so I'll be squeezing in miles when I can, but or have to get up really early, but no, I feel good. 8 weeks, I think, until the race day.
Oh, don't tell me that. Yeah, I don't even know. I don't even know what how far away.
Because I figured next week, as of Monday, I have 6 weeks of training and then a taper week and then race week. So.
Oh, crazy. So, I mean, I got the same amount of time. So that's funny. Like, I also have like an Achilles injury. So mine was from bad shoes I wore, and I'm still trying to mend it in my running. You know, I started off the week pretty good, and then I haven't run in 3 days. It's been, I'm also a single dad. My wife's in Kentucky at one of her last trips for her master's, so I'm at home with the kids, so I have not gotten out and run. I'm in bad shape. I'm like, all right, I'm kicking it off this week. I am gonna get all my running in, and like
that's just tomorrow.
Yeah, running has just tackled me, and I'm I don't know. I'll get back to it. So we'll see.
We'll just muscle memory.
Oh yeah. So. All right, so we're going to kick it off. Had two races in Florida this week, and you had Dirty Bear 6-hour race in Seminole, Florida, and we also had the River to Sea up in Ocala. No, not Ocala. Where was that one? Up in Palm Coast.
Palm Coast.
So we'll start with Dirty Bear. We were both there. I somewhat ran, and Bobby Joe got a training run in, and then we just kind of floated around, crewed a little bit, took some pictures. Great. Well, I'll put it this way: we were at a new course. I got a little video, so I posted a video. It's pretty good. So we'll. I don't know. It's decent. So we'll watch a little bit of it.
It was a good video.
Yeah. So I had to pick this. This is the thumbnail right here. So we had some new shirts out there. So I had to post this as the thumbnail. Of course, we had the new shirt, so we were putting it up there. Me and Vince. Let's see what we have. So we're gonna scroll through this pretty quickly. Great little course. We had Benny. Benny was out there as our new RD, so he did a great job out there. Great vibes.
How many miles did he get? Because I didn't see him doing any directing. I saw him.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that was Nick in there. So pretty cool course. You can go to the Pacer Travels YouTube page, and you can see the video. We're going to take it all the way to the end to the awards. Let me see where we're going. All right. Right here. All right. And we'll finish up with this. This guy just missed the cutoff.
When you go through a struggle getting something put together, and you're like, I'm never going to do that again. Mm-hmm. Watching it happen today, I'm like, I'm all in for next year. If you want to keep me doing it, I'll keep doing it. Thank you for letting me run some miles. Walk for some of you. High fives on the course, because I've run this race almost every year. So this year, I kind of wanted to have the best of both worlds. And athleticism, is phenomenal. The camaraderie is phenomenal. And you guys, as just this community, there's nothing like it. Lindsay Vera came in at number 3 overall for the females. Great job. Good job, yeah. Rebecca Raquel was number 2 overall. Yeah. 36 miles, female DVR mileage record, and overall winner, Lone Bull.
Awesome. Good job.
I did have the pleasure of pacing Lone on her final lap.
Andrew Kelly just finished Badwater 3 weeks ago. He decided with 14 minutes left, he was going to go try to do another freaking loop. So he's actually like on the turn right over here. But I like that ball for the wall effort. Andrew Kelly from Liverpool, England, isn't here, but that's on the corner. Give him a big applause. He was 3rd male overall. A hell of a performance, my guy. And if you have questions, the 2 people have the same number of laps. The one that comes through first gets the quicker time on those same number of laps. And our male overall winner with a technically new course record and with a new TBR mileage record, Vince Carter at 42 miles. Forrest Gump and the world's greatest trophy.
Good job, buddy.
All right. Yeah. So I think, I've run the other course many times. I ran this course this time. I ran well until 15 miles and I crashed. But anyways, I think it was a faster course. So the course record for the first, 10, 12 years of this race was 39 miles. And then you had 2 guys come out and hit 42 miles, which was impressive. Vince is a great runner. He's primed for PTC coming out. He's gunning for a sub-6, which will be impressive. Noah Corbett was new to the scene, and he put up a heck of a fight. Coming in a few minutes behind Vince. So I think the big thing is he had never run an ultra. So we were trying to help him kind of how to cool and stuff like that. So I think with the right training, I think he'll be great for PTC also. So you had Vince Carter, number 1, Noah Corber, Andrew Kelly out of Liverpool, our adopted Florida runner from across the pond. I had a great day. Andrew came down on Friday night, stayed at my house, and we got to hang out, and we had a blast. Eric Kalina, who is leading the Summer Slam, he was 4th. Great day. And then Arturio, this is the guys. Arturio did well. I was joking with him. He was the fastest grandfather out there. Nick had a good run at 30 miles, just coming off of Trident. I think Mark Gilman also was coming off of Trident. Some other good guys in there. Jordan Eggman had a good day out there. On the female side, Loanne was first with 36 miles. That is, so the course record was 36, so she basically tied. So Joanne Fisher had hit 36 several times, and Lo has hit. Actually, they split it pretty evenly. So Joanne Fisher has hit it 3 times, and Loanne has hit it 3 times. 36 miles. So congrats to those girls.
She had about 30 minutes left when she finished. So maybe one of these years she can get another lap in.
What's funny was she just looked fast. Early on, like I was ahead of her, and she was looking faster every time I passed her. I couldn't figure out what was going on, and I think she was taking longer stops in the beginning where I was flying through, and then she just like smoother and smoother as the race.
She does have a bit of a leg injury, leg and hip thing, and that the longer she goes, the worse it gets. So if she comes in all 100% healthy, she could put more miles up.
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah. And then you had Lindsay Vera and Rebecca Rutilla. They were both they both hit the 30-33 mark, so they had a good day. Congrats to everybody out there. It was fun. We had a great time.
I like that course. I like that course better, actually.
I think we were able to see each other a lot more. I think there was more community.
Because we didn't have to worry about weaving in and out of, because the other course it's great, it's beautiful, and it's on the water, but there's so many other people, and I think that's what leads to the speed of this course. It was just us doing it out and back. You weren't weaving through tons of other people, and having to go through the market, and there's a couple street crossings, and it just felt definitely more community.
What was it? I told him I didn't want my score going up there. Yep, there I am, way down here, 54th place. What was the deal with the one guy? Was he doing a shot every loop?
Fireball friend. Yeah. Well, let's see. What time did I first talk to him? Was maybe around 10:30. He had 9 shots of Fireball in. 0 water, 0 food, 0 anything. So we convinced him to take a soda with him on one lap. And then the next time I talked to him, like at 1, he was up to 15 shots, and then he had a bottle of water with him. And he was I told him that it wasn't, I said I'm like, it's not a drinking competition, but if it is, you've already won. So let's get some water. I did make sure he had an Uber, because I asked him how he was getting home. So he Ubered. So that's good. He didn't drive. But I don't understand. That's him. And I think it's supposed to be an alcohol-free park, so
I don't know.
it was not sanctioned by the race. It was something he did completely on his own.
I think there was another guy. I heard a story while we were at the pub afterwards. He got a ride up to Fort DeSoto. His friends were running a triathlon or doing a triathlon, and then he walked from Fort DeSoto all the way up to where we were, 19 miles. I don't know how true that story was. It's pretty.
No, yeah, because I heard he walked from Sarasota first. And then I started hearing he walked from Fort DeSoto, but they kind of sound the same, so maybe it got messed up.
I don't know.
Someone had asked him about how far he'd walked, and he said 6 hours. And I was standing there when he said that. I don't know who it was or what.
I know who it was. I just can't think of his name. So he was talking to me for a while. So definitely interesting. So
should have got that story. We're poor journalists.
Yeah. So I think overall it was good. The only downfall I saw was afterwards we headed out to a Mike's Tap House, and it was just really small in there. We were all just kind of close. We were all in close quarters after running 6 hours together. So if we could find a better place to go to, I think that would work out, and I think it would be good. So after 2 races in the Summer Slam, Eric Kalina is leading on the men's side, and Loanne is leading on the female side. So congrats. There's a few other people that have also are moving through on the Summer Slam. So congrats to all them. So it'll be fun. So we're going to talk about PTC in a little bit because, I got one other story from Dirty Beer. And this is impressive, and this will tie in with PTC also. So Alex Rosier showed up an hour and a half before the race started. He had a wedding to go to that day, so he started running an hour and a half before the race started and finished an hour and a half. So he ran 5 hours, 54 minutes, so he was just under 6 hour mark. He put up an impressive 45 miles.
Oh, damn.
During that time. So he put up 45.2 miles in 5 hours, 54 minutes. So just to put that in, he would have won. So he just wanted a good training run for PTC. So to put that in perspective, he was 0.8 of a mile away from what PTC is, and he still had 6 minutes to go. And PTC, in my opinion, is easier than a loop course. So
Well, you could get stuck at those crosswalks, though.
You could.
And it's
I've
hard.
always, yeah.
I thought it
I've
was a
always
nice
run.
day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll talk about PTC in a little bit, but pretty impressive what Alex did. So Alex is also geared up, ready for PTC and possibly going sub 6. So we have possibly Coach Brian trying to come in. His device is not connected. Last time I talked to him, or last time I saw him online, he was at a cemetery. So, all right. We got John Ballman on, so good to see him. I believe he's up in the Panhandle, and he might be my friend up there at Arkansas Traveler when we go up. We also got Kevin. Always good to have Kevin on with the chat. So, all right. So that is DBR. Next, we're going to talk about River to Sea. Still trying to get Brian. When I see his face, we'll bring him in. So River to Sea also happened this weekend. This was up in Palm Coast. And so they had the 12-hour and a 6-hour. I thought it was a 6. Was it a 6.5 hour and a 12.5 hour? I may be wrong on that. So in the 12-hour, Joey Bigler out of Georgia, he put up 58.2 miles. So I got mixed up. If you look at the ultrasound, I was looking at this over here. I'm like, damn, he put up 75.95 miles.
Ranks.
That was the ranks. So he put up 58.2 miles. Harley Hunt was second and 57.3. And then also on the male side, Zachary Booker put up 51.8 miles. So congrats to them. On the female side, Peggy Ward put up an impressive 56.4 miles. Shauna Banning. I know Shauna. Shauna's from Lithia. So she, first time we saw her was at Long Haul this year. And so Shauna put up an impressive 52.7. And then, Michelle Grennan out of St. Augustine, 51.8. And where's my neighbor? How did my neighbor do? Christina Brown, right down here. She put up 32.7 miles. Congrats to my next door neighbor, Christina Brown.
Still don't ever see.
Yeah, I see him. Yeah, I think I saw her drive out of her driveway the other day. I've never seen her. So, all right, we're going to bring in our favorite coach, Coach Brian. What's going on, Brian?
What up?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you see me?
Oh, we can hear you. So,
all right. Well, I'm here. I made it. I have camera issues tonight, but I got it.
It's okay. The last time I saw you on video, you were in a cemetery because that was the only place you can get reception.
I was halfway between my house and was it?
You're right.
I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's quiet. It's quiet in a cemetery though. It was actually a nice recording. It was it's a really quiet place. Like there's no one there hanging out. It was like 5:30 at night. That's perfect.
That's awesome. So welcome. So Coach Brian is joining us from not the Front Range. Is it called the Back Range?
The Western Slope.
The Western Slope of Colorado in Glen Springs?
Close. Glenwood Springs, Colorado.
Glenwood Springs, Colorado. So we're going to talk. Brian has an impressive challenge coming up in 2 weeks. So we're going to talk about that in a little bit. So right now we started reviewing 2 of our local races. We just had Dirty Bear 6-hour race and then River to Sea. We're wrapping up. They just did a 12-hour, and then we're going to do the 6-hour. This is up just north of St. Augustine. So on the 6-hour, you had Jim O'Connor won in 36.4, Robert Turnell 31.8, and who was our third male? Holly Nat.
Yeah, it says male, but I'm not sure.
All right. So either Holly or Dave was third right there. On the female side, Kay Traeger. I'm like, how do I know that name, Kay Traeger? We will talk about Kay Traeger a little. I think she was the number 1 female runner on our Strava group. And then Katrina Pelican, half of Special K, she was 31.8 second. And our third female is Allison Murray. So congrats to all of them up there at River to the Sea. Great race. So I didn't see where's Katie at? Oh, there she is. Katie put up 30 miles. So impressive job there. So, all right. So congrats to all of them. Kevin says, Kay, we love her. So we got to find out who Kay is because I think she was number one female on our Strava group.
She's got a good-looking ultrasign up.
Yeah. So congrats to her. All right. Then outside of Florida, Brian, you've never run Angel's Crest, right?
I have not.
You've never really run outside of the state of Florida. No.
I don't leave Colorado. Yeah, I rarely leave Colorado. There's no real reason to.
So you had Angel's Crest this weekend out there in Los Angeles. I believe it's in the Los Angeles, San Gabriel Mountains, point-to-point race. This is one of the old school races. Mm-hmm. So Brian, there's the Grand Slam of Ultras, and then what's the other thing called? Is it called the Last Great Race?
The Last Great Race is all 5 of the Grand Slam races.
Yep.
Of course, you have to do 4 of the 5. Starts out with Old Dominion. It goes, what would be next? Western States, Vermont, Leadville. Well, actually, it'd be Angeles Crest, Leadville, and Wasatch. So
Yeah.
6 of them. So the Last Great Race is 6 of the oldest 100 milers.
Okay. Yeah, we kind of skirted around it last week, and I called it the last. What did I call it? The Great American Race or something like that. I thought there was something else with a bunch of
like 10 of them or something.
Yeah, I thought there was something with 10 of them. You had Arkansas Traveler, you had Burning River, Pinhoti. I thought there was a few of them, and I could not find any information on it. I was looking for it and couldn't find anything. So, Max Joliffe, who's a big 200 miler, he took the lead early on, winning in 21-23. Peter Davidson was second, and then Roberto Romero was third. For the women, Jeanne Springer, and then Erin Haycom. Liz Clark, and then Erin Haycom. So I'm bringing up Angel's Crest for. I want to run this race in 2028. Do you all know why I want to run this in 2028?
You'll be 50?
What's that?
You'll be 50?
Yeah, I probably will be 50. That's not the reason.
I was going to guess.
So the Olympics.
While they're guessing, we'll back up. It's Angeles Crest.
Yeah,
Angeles
Jeff can't pronounce anything.
Badwaters. There's an S on Badwaters, Brian.
Dupuy has
Angeles Crest. So the Olympics are in Los Angeles at the same time, and what's not in the Olympics? Ultra running. So technically, this could be the first 100-mile race in the Olympics because it will be happening. If they keep the same schedule, they will be happening right at the same time. So my goal is I'm going to put in for the lottery in 2028. But I'm also
geared your hotel then too. So
yeah, we'll stay down with Simon down in San Diego and then drive up. But the problem is, I'm also, if I don't get into Western States by then, I'm almost guaranteed a spot in Western States in 2028. So I could go after the Great American Race, the last great race. So that will be impressive. So next, the Badger Mountains, the Badger race up in where was the Badger? Kevin, you know where it was. Did you guys? I think they went up. Is this it right here? Yeah. Badger 100 in Bellevue, Wisconsin. I know they had talked about it on WTF. I think a few of them were talking about going up there. I didn't see their names on the entry list or the finish list. Yep, Kevin's got it. I thought he said I believe Wisconsin. No, Belleville, Wisconsin. So you had in the 100 mile, you had a couple people from Florida: Julie Nye, Kelly Dunlap, Amanda Hammond. Congrats. 2 of them were out of Gainesville, so congrats to them. Great race. I was trying to get more information on it. I couldn't find any more information, but congrats to all those up there. Mandy and Kelly, what does it say? Mandy and Kelly finished their first 100-miler. I think, if I'm correct, those were the people that, I don't know. I was going to say, I thought they were on the WTF podcast about long haul. I don't know if that was the long haul girls.
I know their friend, the WTF friend, Chris Prairie, is one of the TJM people that helps out with this race. He was running an aid station, and he won the beer mile, the Badger beer mile, in like a 7 something. It was a sub 8-minute beer mile. So that's pretty impressive.
I saw more publicity about the beer mile than the actual race itself.
And he brought his sofa to the finish line. So I thought that was impressive too. There was a couch at the finish line for everybody. But
wait. Kevin says he got third in the bear mile. I can't find my cursor. I want to put the thing up. Where's my cursor? Come on, cursor. There it is. Came in third in the bear mile. So congrats, Kevin. So we knew you were up there. We knew you were doing something. Great. A great podcast this week with the WTF crew. They talk about their trip out to Badwater, but they talk about going to LA and stuff like that. So it's a great. Shay talks about her trip out there, and Kevin trying to figure out how to drive up mountains in a minivan and scaring the crap out of Shay. So go to the podcast, listen to that. Great podcast. All right. So other things, we brought Brian on because next week is Leadville, the Leadville 100. I met Brian out at Leadville in 2022. We were at dinner. I don't even know what kind of dinner it was. It was I paid a lot of money to get into the race dinner. We had a great time. So we sat down at a table. Brian was at a table with me. We had the mayor of Leadville sitting with us, the police chief of Leadville sitting with us. We had a great time. So, and then me and Brian ran a few miles on the Leadville course the next day. I remember seeing him at Half Pipe. Is it Half Pipe? Is that the name of it? Yeah. And then he taught me how to use my poles going up
Hope Pass.
Hope's Pass, yeah. So I started the climb. What's that?
Singular, Hope.
Hope. There's no hopes. Well, if you do it twice, isn't it Hope's Pass? Because you got to do it twice. I followed Brian for the first quarter mile up Hope Pass when we started the climb, and I literally watched him to see how to use my poles. I'd never used poles before, so thank you for that, Brian. Brian went on to finish. I went on to DNF, and we became friends ever since. So Brian, what is your big accomplishment coming up in next week?
So we are 9 days out from the Leadville Trail 100. This will be my 12th start. I have 9 finishes already with 2 DNFs. So I'm hopeful to finish my 10th. So I'll when I cross the finish line on Sunday, sometime after midnight, and before 10 a.m., I will receive an award for 1,000 miles of running Leadville. So it's bigger than the biggest buckle that I've seen at Leadville.
and the big buckle is big. And what's the big buckle for? Sub? Is it sub?
There's sub 25 is the big buckle, and sub 30 is the standard buckle. Maybe we won't call it the little buckle.
And then you're getting a bigger buckle, which is the 1,000-mile buckle.
Yep, I applied for it back when the lottery season was January, February, and after, I don't know when it is. It's kind of an unwritten rule, but maybe after 7 or 8 finishes, if you tell them that you're going to, you're planning on trying to go for the 10, I think you start to gain entry that way. So I of course applied for the lottery every time, but I've gotten in every year since my 7th. So that's fortunate. But they emailed me and they said, "Hey, what name do you want on the buckle?" So they engrave your name into the buckle. It's part of the buckle itself. And I thought Brian is, I mean, I love my name, but it's kind of a generic name. It could be anybody, right? So I put my last name on it as Pacenti. So maybe it'll be a family heirloom later on, sometime after I'm long gone.
Do you ever ask your kids like, "Hey, when I die, who's taking my belt buckles?"
No, I don't think they have any interest in my belt buckles right now.
Yeah, my kids don't either. I figured I'm like, all right, I get who's taking my belt buckles when I die, and they're all like, not me. I'm like, come on. So,
yeah, I first showed up in Leadville in 2010, and in the last 16 years, this is the 16th year since 2010. I have, again, 11 starts and 9 finishes at Leadville. So I missed a couple years in there. I got 2 DNFs, but I've been at Leadville every year since 2010 in some sort of capacity, whether I was pacing or crewing. Obviously, 2020 was COVID year, so we didn't have a race. But other than that, I've been there every year other than 2020.
What's your fastest time out there at Leadville?
It's my first one in 2010. I was 36 years old. I was quick and I think I was naive too. So like I didn't really know what I was doing. I just ran really hard and hoped for the best. I ran out to Winfield in just over 9 hours and turned around and hobbled back in less than 14 for a sub 24. I was 23 and change. I think I was 23:47.
Nice.
Taking a guess at that, but I'm probably pretty close.
Yeah, sometimes when you don't know what you're doing, that can be a good thing.
Completely naive and young, and a young whippersnapper, younger than I am today. That's for sure.
Are you a lead man? Did you ever get the lead man?
I did Leadman in 2018 and 2022 when I met you. I was doing Leadman. I was in the.
I thought you had done it in 2022 also. So pretty impressive. So my goal was to get in the lottery so I could get into Leadville so I could be out there with you. But unfortunately, I do not have any luck with that Leadville lottery. I'm 0 for 4.
And I hear that often, and I tell people that my process was just slightly different. I was around long enough. In 2010, when I first applied, I went onto the website and printed off an application and mailed it to Ken and Merrily with a check. And 3 weeks later, they mailed me an acceptance letter. Of course, now we have lotteries and the world's digital. But Leadville's always kind of been old school, so it didn't surprise me back then that I mailed them a check initially the first year. Lifetime Fitness bought it up in 2011. That was the first time they really swooped in and took the reins. So then they went to, a digital format, and then it went quickly to a lottery, I think in 2011 or 2012, either one of the 2 years. A couple years I got in on golden coins where I've earned them from running the 50 or the 100 mile and either placing well in my age group or just a complete luck of the draw by giving away 20 coins at the finish line.
So you got to do it 1 year before Lifetime took it over?
Yep, and that's the old school buckle. I mean, there's probably a couple generations of buckles, but before Lifetime changed the logo, it was the rock with the 100, like a 3-dimensional 100 on top of it. It was the old school logo.
That's pretty impressive. So it's a cool race. I've been out there to crew and I've been out there to run it, and I've enjoyed both times out there. Tough race. Most of it's over 10,000 feet. I think you drop once down below 10,000, but honestly, it's a very runnable course, except for having to go over Hope's Pass over and back. But other than that, most of the course I felt was pretty. I didn't have to do power line on the way back, but I think for the most part it was pretty runnable course.
Yeah, I'm looking to do hopefully 28 hours, and this year, I'd love to sit on the curb and watch other people finish in the golden hour. I've experienced too many golden hours at this point. The last hour of the race, I'd love to sit back on the curb and watch other people finish in the golden hour and cheer them in, because sometimes I get in and my wife's fingernails are gone because she's nervous about if I'm going to make it or not. So,
are you going out early this year to camp?
I normally do. Actually, the bike races this weekend, so there's I just drove past my friend's house, and they're loading up bikes on their roof because they're crewing and pacing for somebody.
Oh, cool.
At the bike race. The 10K is the next day, and those are all part of the required part of the Leadman series. And then normally I just stay out there. I think last year I stayed out there for 12 days or so. But I took a new position this year as the local cross-country coach, and cross-country season starts on Monday. So I'm going to go through Monday through Thursday practice, and after Thursday's practice, I'm going to drive over to Leadville on Thursday afternoon for the racer meeting on Friday, and then race on Saturday. And then I warned the student athletes of the cross country team that I'm going to be on a bike come Monday after the race for a couple of days.
Very impressive. So we're looking forward to following you along in that race not this Saturday, but next Saturday. Race happening this week in Bigfoot 200. I know you do a lot with that race company, volunteering and stuff. I just happened to be looking at the entry list. Did you see the entry list for it? So you got Avery Collins, great runner out of Colorado. Harvey Lewis. We got Harvey. That's Bobby Joe, one of her favorite runners. Do you see who else is in there? Right down there, David Goggins.
No way.
I don't know him. I don't think I've heard of that guy.
Is he gonna carry a boat?
Yeah, David Goggins is in there. Killian.
When's the last time he ran an ultra?
I don't know. I could tell you in a second.
We actually had Killian Korth on the podcast, and we talked about the other top dogs you just mentioned, because Killian's trying to win the Triple Crown, and he'd like to win it outright, all three races.
Yeah.
I don't think he won whatchamacallit, though. I don't think he won Tahoe. So
he did. He won Tahoe.
Oh, then did he win? Oh, no. And then the third one would be Moab. So yeah.
Moab.
So he's only,
yeah.
We're only one of three. It feels like it's so late in the season, but it's not that late in the season.
No. We saw Killian was coming into. I forget what it was. We were heading out right after the 100 miles. He was coming in. We saw him at night coming in. So yeah, he had a huge lead. That was Brian. Brian has the podcast, Buckle Up podcast, and he had Killian on probably about a month ago.
It was right after the win. Yeah, he was still pretty foggy. He said.
This week you had, who was the guy, the 100s?
Walter Handloser. Yeah, he was on recently, right after Ure 100. I saw him on course. He was right behind us.
Yeah,
I was out there crewing and pacing for Tim Vale. He did
Tim Vale, which is another. You had Tim Vale on there, and that was a funny story because I'm listening to the podcast, going, I know this guy. How do I know Tim Vale? I ran into Tim Vale at Phantom Ranch in the Grand Canyon. We stopped to get the lemonade, and they were closed. And Tim's like, I need food. So I handed him some gels and stuff. So did you mention me at all? Did he know who I was?
Not during the show, because it did.
No. Yeah.
Come out and watch. But when we were hiking, But I paced him for 25 miles, so we had to talk about something. So we talked about you for a bit.
Well, that didn't take too long because I only met him for about 10 minutes.
It's such a small world, though, because Simon also reached out to me right after the show, and he said he knew Tim Vale, and he told me that. Remember when Nora ran the 100-miler around the park?
Yeah.
And they were like, they put out a little post for local ultra runners to come and pace, and Tim Vale showed up and ran a few miles with them, and so they know Tim Vale as well. So I had a lot to talk about with Tim. It was kind of cool because I didn't really know him other than the show. I didn't really know.
Well, I had mentioned that to Tim. I go, "Oh, you live where Simon lives?" And he goes, "I know Simon." We were down there, so. All right, so that's actually going to be a really cool race to see and watch. So it'll be fun to keep up with that.
And 5 Floridians there.
Oh, do we have 5?
Yeah. Oh, is it 5? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we got 5. We've got Sydney Cradle out of Pensacola, Sergey Bushko out of Estero, Lisa Devona, Pompano Beach, which a lot of us know Lisa, Talia Zara out of Miami, and Sergey Boska Bogza out of Panama City.
Pretty cool.
So,
Yeah. So it actually starts tomorrow morning, so that will
tomorrow at noon. Tomorrow at noon.
Okay.
Pacific time. And what does the women's front field look like?
What do we have on the female side?
Like, I'm not here for the women's race.
They throw me so far down. Meg, Landy Moore.
You have the no, like here for the women's race, but the no. Bobby?
Yeah, he's like, no.
Ashley Polson.
Yeah.
I don't recognize too many.
Hold on. Here. I was trying to sort the list.
They actually have a lot of the Florida. If you go by Ultra Sign Up, a lot of the Florida women were up there. I think Ashley's really the only one I recognize. Lisa Devona is a really good runner. She does a lot of runner. Yeah, she does a lot of time stuff. Here we go. I got the females here. So
I got one athlete running from Colorado. Her name's Cassidy Birdsong. She's done the 240, Moab 240, and we met she volunteered at an aid station that I was captaining at the 200-mile mark of the Moab 240 a couple years ago. And so I'm really excited to see what she could do out there. She's just going out to have fun. Actually, it's her birthday, so happy birthday, Cassidy.
Awesome. Yay, happy birthday.
So, and next year, Brian's in Tahoe 200. I'm fourth on the wait list for Tahoe 200. So I think Simon's in the Tahoe 200. Andy Matthews is in the Tahoe 200. We got it might be a party out there.
It's gonna be an old guy race. We're just gonna old guy it up and
I mean, really, the only thing keeping me out is if I get into Western States. So I told my family we're going to Tahoe next year. I don't know what race I'm running, but we'll see what's going on. So going on to PTC news, I think we're gonna probably pass over that. We kind of talked about it. We got that's our Pinellas Trail Challenge. One thing I am going to say about the PTC is I have decided to pull out of PTC. I will not be running PTC. I don't think I'm trained up for it. And then I really want to focus on the live stream. So our goal, we have a heck of a race going on. You got a lot of the, Brian, we got a lot of the top runners in Florida running after it. 46-mile race. We got about 4 guys shooting to go sub-6. Course records 5:59. They will be moving. So I am now gonna focus over to the live stream. We got a pretty good crew. Bobby Joe's gonna be out there. We're gonna have Marty, Joe Miller. I'm roping some other people in there, so we're gonna have a really good. I think
I roped Paul Gibbs in. So, and
and that race is going to be, it will be so easy to live stream just because you have cell cover. You're running through town all day long.
You can do it from a golf cart?
What?
Golf cart?
No, I mean, it's a long course. So it runs the whole county here. You can get to the course from my house on a golf cart. Yeah. So the course is only about 3/10 of a mile from my house. Mile 25 is. So we are, if you're running PTC, we'd love to get we're going to try and put together some videos. I'm going to put out something. We're trying to get information. We want to kind of highlight everybody in the race. It's going to be a great time. So I know Nick, who's in the chat, Kevin, I know they're all planning on running PTC. So we're looking forward to it. All right, before we get to the scroller on the bottom, the last minute checkoff list. So probably what reason most of you guys are here talking about the big controversy in Florida with Sean Blanton and Run Bum. So it's really kind of an ongoing investigation. I've been getting a lot of information over the last 2 days. We are only going to report on what we know. And we will kind of redirect you to a couple of things. I know this kind of goes back kind of a long way. Not the allegations, but Sean in Florida. So I say it kind of goes back to 2018. Sean was bringing. He didn't have any races in Florida. He was bringing a race into Florida. And let's see if I got the post right here. So I dug this post up from Florida Ultra back in the day. Talks about his Florida trip. We lost Brian, so we're going to try and move everybody over to this side. How to do that? Here we go. Is that you? So basically, it all started to bring a Western States qualifier into Florida. That kind of got us all riled up down here in Florida. People started, it was, if you can go dig this up on the Florida Ultra page back from 2018, November, there's maybe 100 comments on there, and it's pretty interesting. Here's some of the comments. Laura Costa, she said because she commented, she got blacklisted from GDR. They from all her races, and it kind of started a firestorm down here in Florida with Fur and Sean Blanton. And Sean Blanton did bring his race into Florida, and it was I believe it was the Wild Florida. He has a couple of races now down here. And then the big thing is some good information is the marathon investigation. This came out from, I believe this is from 2020, and this talks about Sean, what happened down here in Florida, and then it goes even deeper goes out to Colorado, where they're talking about stuff that happened and inappropriate behavior at the Pikes Peak Marathon. But kind of going through stuff like he ended up changing results. I recommend you guys kind of go do it. Patrick Gallagher was kind of at the height of it. He got because of this, he got banned on social media from Sean's stuff. He got DQ'd from his races after the races were run, and Ultra Signup had to step in. And I think ultimately, Georgia Death Race used to be a golden ticket race, and Western States pulled it as a golden ticket race back in the day, and it ended up. It's still a Western States qualifier, but it's no longer a golden ticket race. So you have several people, Ashley, Brooke, and Patrick, all got DQ'd for races that they had run previous, just because Sean was able to do it. So great. I think you should go through, make your opinion on it. Go ahead and read it. That's the marathon investigation. I'll post a link in the chat, not in the chat, but in the show notes, so you can go on and read that. The other thing that came up this week is, let me remove this, is they came up with I believe this is the petition by Brandy Kishner. And what she's trying to do is bring light to, I wrote it down. She wants a system in check to protect the running community from predator behavior. So again, I think she sent me something right before we went on. I started reading it, but there's some more information that she'll be posting, and she'll be sending the information out to you. So basically, we're trying to report on what we do know, let you guys make your opinion, try and do real journalism on that. But recommend, if you haven't been around the ultra community that long, go back and read the marathon investigation. That's great journalism there, and kind of see that information. So we're going to see what's going to happen over the next couple of weeks. We don't know what's going to transpire, and we'll see. Basically, Brandy says she's going to be as loud as she can be, and sometimes that's what the community needs in order to get something done is to be loud. So,
and even without the latest, even if you take Blanton's name out of it, I think what she's doing could be really important, because whether women are afraid to speak up if they feel like they have a community behind them, so they don't feel so alone, and just to get more women in the sport, especially when you think of some of the races, you're out there alone in the woods, or the majority of the runners are still men. So if we can make sure that it's a safe community for everybody, that's always a plus, no matter how we got here. So
yeah. So we'll try and keep you updated on what's coming out. When you're talking about women in the sport, I think Hard Rock does a good job of when they accept women into their lottery, it's an even split of however many women apply. That's the percentage of women that can get in. So it's great. It's great to see that. So.
I think High Lonesome took it one step farther. I think they made it 50% women and 50% men.
Oh, did they?
Regardless of who applied. I mean, I don't think there was like a lottery system for it. There might have been a lottery system for it. But
High Lonesome is getting to that point where they will be moving to a lot. If they're not at a lottery system, they will be moving to a lottery system on it. Mm-hmm. And so the hard part is, do you have that many women applying to make it a 50-50? But sport's growing. You are getting a lot more women in the sport. And as we all know, women can endure pain better than men can. So they make awesome ultra runners. So
there's a lot of biology there we can unpack, but
there's a
lot of good studies that have been done. So
yeah. So we'll keep you updated on this stuff. So be open-minded to stuff that's coming out you'll see it coming up on Facebook. I don't know. It looked like the Florida Ultra Fur has been kind of monitoring what's been getting put up. So at first I thought I got blocked because it wouldn't let me post the link for today. So I don't know. Maybe I did get banned from Florida Ultra.
Causing problems. That's
it's
because you pluralize everything.
Oh my God!
It's extra letters.
All right. We're hoping good things come out of what's transpiring here. So. All right, so Brian, on ESPN when they throw up that ticker on the side and you kind of go down talking about the different stuff. Mm-hmm. So that's what we do. It's going to scroll across the bottom. So we got a whole bunch of stuff. We're going to try and go through all of this fairly quickly. So this is all the extra stuff. All right. So we're starting with the Florida 48. Ironically, with we talked about, what's his name? We just talked about running David Goggins. So we're doing the Florida 48. That's a race me and Joe Miller are doing. And basically you're going to camp for the whole weekend. Every 4 hours, you're going to run 4 miles for 48 hours. We got rent out a whole campground. We're going to provide all your food. And we're just going to have a good time. So when we're not running, we'll be hanging out around campfires. We'll be probably playing cornhole. We got a whole bunch of other activities that we're going to do. So we're trying to make it a fun weekend. It's going to be a blast. So you can go, it is up on Ultra Sign Up. So look up Florida 48. And I think it's also in the links that you can go to that. All right. What was the next one? It's so long. I got to wait till the scroller keeps going through to
write this stuff down.
I do, but I'm not in order. So, all right. So Florida 48. Here it comes. Are we all ready? What's next? Drum roll. All right, Marty. All right, so Marty had an interview this week with Jenny Hoffman. Jenny Hoffman is she was an alternate on the 24-hour team, but because who's the one running Biggs?
Meg
Eckert. So it switches down to Jenny Hoffman. So here's a quick clip with Jenny Hoffman and Marty.
2015 was the next time that I went back to the World Championships, so it was 10 years later. And in 2015, I went as an alternate, actually. I didn't make the team, but the way the World Championship teams work, there are 6 men, 6 women who compete and score for the United States. And then they have 3 alternates each. And the alternates are non-scoring, but they are allowed to compete and have.
It's not even up there. Why did
at the World
you guys not tell me it's not up there?
It's a really good kind of.
We thought it was audio.
It's not up there.
The alternates can actually go and compete. So I did that as an alternate in 2015. By then, women's ultra running had taken off. And the times and distances that I had been running in 2005 pre-kids were top of the nation, but those times are laughable now, right? I won the javelina in 18 hours and 50 minutes, right? You can't win javelina in 1850 now. So I had to work a lot harder to qualify 10 years later to get back on the U.S. national team for 24 hours.
Yeah.
All right. Could you guys even hear this? Could you guys hear this
Yeah, we
sound?
can hear it.
Oh, okay.
And fun major fact about Jenny Hoffman, she's the current Transcon female record holder. She beat Sandy V's record just a couple of years ago. So she's the current record holder for that.
Yeah, they talk about a few stories on the Miles of Marty, such as like she was supposed to start in LA, but they had the hurricane that went through that, and there was no pedestrian routes out of LA. So overnight they drove to San Francisco and then started out of San Francisco.
Yeah, because the southern route is slightly shorter.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you have higher mountains to hit. So.
All right. So King of Strava is next. This Brian, we have a Strava group, and this is this is our he'll take over the climbing part of it.
I got Gregory easily on climbing.
Well, you definitely have Gregory. Gregory's watch is the altimeter doesn't work on it, so he so you can minus probably 11,400 miles on that, and that's actually what Greg did. So he leads every week, but his watch is broken, so he doesn't have that's actually not true. So Chad Hupsher, he has been up there the last 2 weeks. But I picked him up from the airport yesterday. He was out in the Seattle area for the last 3 weeks. So he's going to drop about 7,000 feet a week. I don't know how Vince Carter got the 4350. He may have a broken watch too. So I'm going to have to reach out to these guys to figure out what they did. But I really see Stork moving over to the climbing. He is out in where's that race at that you crewed me at? He's out in Steamboat right now. He's out. Yep, there you go. Run Rabbit Run. He's out there getting ready for Stagecoach. So he'll get some. He leads the distance with 105 miles. Keith Lynch was up there with 95, and then Greg actually had a legit. Those two guys, Keith and Greg, are training for Chicago Marathon, and then you get the total running time. I know we had talked about. Hang on, let me look at something. Kay had 69 miles for the females, and Bobby Joe had 45.1, and Susan Allen had 40.5. So those were our female.
Susan was that dirty beer last this.
Oh, is she? Okay.
Yep.
All right. Cool deal.
Good. Just call her out. Her arms are. Me and some other ladies were just fangirling over her.
All right. Next 24-day challenge. We are doing the 24 days for Team USA Virtual Challenge. We are in day 7 of it. I got to log my miles. I meant to get the mileage up here. I'll do it next week. Post whatever everyone's doing. So pretty good. And I got a couple
of people who haven't been logging their miles because I know what they've been running. So let's go. Don't forget, and you can always backlog. So
yeah. We did. Speaking of 24-hour team, we got 2 videos. 2 interviews that we did. I just did Cole Crosby, great guy out of Rhode Island, and Don Reichel. So those will be dropping this week. All right. So
on Pete Kostelnik. It's a scheduling thing. So.
Yeah, and then Matt Urbinski, I got a hold today, and we are setting something up later on. Races to look at coming up. We're going to highlight a few of them. You got the RunFluent Christmas race. We're trying to get some teams in there for the 7-hour team, 2-person team. You do relay team code for 25% off Pacer. That is a RunFluent race. I think I got my team. I'm trying to convince Vince Carter, who won Dirty Bear, to be on my team so we can put up. We look good in the Pacer travel shirts at the race, so we're shooting to put together that team. Hot August Nights. I was trying to figure out from Andy Matthews how many spots he had open, and Andy never got back to me. So that is coming up in, I believe, 2 weeks up in Inverness. So sign up for that race. It's not an ultra sign up. I think it's on run sign up. I should have had that information for me. All right. What else we got?
We do have Sufferfest coming up this week too, up in Middleburg. I think that's another it's fat ass race. But I think our friends at Sombrero put that on.
Okay. Is that Sombrero? So yeah, I asked them last week. I go, what do you want me to talk about? And they said, talk about Festivus for the rest of us. And so Fest, let's see, we got a couple others to go. We talked about Bigfoot. Click out of that. Joe Miller has he posted this video here. This is for the Trick or Trot on the Greenway. He did a little preview video. So this is going to be a 5K, 10K. Did a little bit of course preview.
Yeah. The beard.
And there is a little bit of hills in this race.
Come on now, Jeff. Really?
I think this is this course has the southernmost switchback in the United States. It's one switchback. So the history of this is at one time they were going to build a barge canal across the state of Florida, and they bought all this land to go across, and it's called the Florida Greenway. And so if you look across the state of Florida, there's a strip of green going across, and so they started digging. And they piled up all this dirt, so you have these giant hills now, and that's where you get that southernmost switchback in the United States. So, Joe also mentioned is the 8 hours of berm, and I should have mentioned that. So you got the 8 hours of berm coming up. I'll get more information. I don't think it's this weekend, but I think it's in 2 weeks.
We should mention H9 because there are a lot of Floridians going up there.
Why did I see that on upcoming races? So you all got to reach out to me if you're going out of the state of Florida. You're going to run a race. Send me a message so that way I don't have to do all this research. So good luck to those going up to H9.
Real quick at H9, we've got Mike Alberts, Katie Jenkins, Joe Fuller, Andrea Jensen, Ryan Osbeck, Jacob Kozart, Greg Lawson, and then Elizabeth Myers, a few others. So good representation up there. So, and it's the H9 Dragon 50 miler, and then there's a marathon as well. And this is a hard 50 miles too.
Yeah, you gotta help a brother out on this. So Kevin's saying Hot August Nights and Sufferfest same day. 8 hours of berm, August 16th. That's from Joe Miller. Man, I screwed up tonight. I had a lot on my mind tonight. All right, what else we got? What am I missing? 24-day challenge, RunFluent Christmas. That's why I need to sing on the side. I got to figure out how to do that. Trick or Trot. So I'll be running an aid station out of Trick or Trot. If you want to help me, I'd love help. States of Elevation. This is Killian's. Killian Jornet announces his most ambitious project yet. Summit 67 of the 14,000 foot peaks. He's calling it states of elevation. So I thought this was all in Colorado, Brian, but there's 14ers outside of Colorado.
There's not a handful. I think there's 2 or 3 in California and 1 or 2 in Washington State around.
Yeah, as he finishes up around Rainier.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rainier is what I was trying to say, yeah.
I believe he's trying to do it all on manual power, so he may be biking to and from everything.
Yeah,
well, I was going to drive my truck
before.
I was going to drive my truck by him with my bike rack on the back and be like, "Hey, man, you want to ride?" kind of says, you know.
Yeah, because if anybody doesn't know, he did a challenge like this in Europe, and he did bike between each mountain.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
and then go ahead.
Did you see a start date for it?
No.
I didn't see a start date either.
No,
Okay.
it seemed it was more like teaser information. So
Okay.
You know,
All
it's
right.
been done in Colorado before. I'm not sure about the
Linking them all
outside
outside of.
but 54, 56, 58, 14ers in oh, my camera died. Sorry, I'm still here. But 54, 56, or 58 14ers human powered by bicycle, and I want to say that Joe Grant did it as well as what is his name? He was a Leadville winner back in 08, 09, 10.
Was it
long hair, no shirt?
yeah. Cut the bottom off his shoes. Anton
Krupicka. Yeah, Anton Krupicka is what I'm trying to say.
I was quite the fan of Anton.
Actually, fun fact is that I was a fan of Anton as well, and he has a New Balance poster where he's scaling the flat irons in Boulder.
The flat irons, yeah.
And in the shoe that he made the 100 with New Balance, the 101s and 102s, and he's shirtless in short shorts climbing this thing, and my buddies gave it to me as a birthday present. It hangs in my garage above my
He doesn't
kitchen.
own a shirt, though. I don't think so.
No, it's only flannel, not an actual shirt, but like an unbuttoned flannel shirt is all he owns. No sleeves, just like you, Bobby.
Yeah. It's an upgraded Pacer travel shirt. Just said if anybody
tore up that new shirt that I gave her. All right. What I had it on the top of my head. What else we were talking about is Killian. The Ultra Running Magazine does these things, which is pretty cool. This is July, so there's 214 races in July, 12,506 ultra finishers. First timers were 3,592. The biggest races, Silver Rush 50. Myler had 572 finishers. Speed Goat was on there. Never Summer was on there. A few other races. Other thing, then they talk about top performances individually. So on the 50 kilometer, you have those people that you can see there. I was just bringing up Cole Crosby was on there for the 100K at Vermont 100. Yeah, and Jenny Hoffman. Jenny Hoffman was on there. So pretty cool. Cole is actually
PTC on there for August. It looks like with the numbers and the numbers that show up at PTC, we should be on there.
Yeah, I don't know if it would fall under the 50 miler or I don't know. I don't know which way it would go.
Well, just in the biggest ultras on the first slide.
Oh yeah. What was the most? Yeah, no. What was
500? But you still had like 200.
Yeah, we should have over 250 finishers somewhere in there. So we got we'll see. I bet you we're right around 200 finishers. So we'll see. All right. I really enjoyed talking to Cole Crosby this week. He's a really, really, really cool guy. So if you're looking for, well, I'm not going to tell you that because I know Marty's getting ready to interview Cole Crosby. All right. Talk about Big Scrub. This is Joe Miller's big race. So here's my question is Big Scrub. It's going to be a 150-mile virtual race through the Ocala National Forest. Here's the entry list. You got 11 on there. I know Kevin and Shay signed up while they're on the podcast. So Lucas Vidal's on there. I'm trying to figure out who's going out first. So this is the first year.
12:01, January 1st. Who's starting?
That's what they were talking about. Like someone could go out at 12:01, January 1st. So I don't know. I'm trying. Kevin said, I don't know. Kevin and Shay were talking about it, but I know I maybe started looking at a January 2nd start. So I'm trying to figure out if anybody's going out before me because Joe Miller said that the belt buckle on his desk will be the first one he gives out. So we'll see. So Kevin thinks they're doing a January 1st start. So curious what time they're they're starting
He
on
likes
January
beer,
1st.
though, so we might need to.
I may give him a head start. I don't think I could catch him with a 1 day head start. So it'll be fun. So this will be a cool race to follow. Big scrub. And then last thing we're talking about is Festivus. Look at this. I really like this belt buckle for Festivus. I thought it was a pretty cool belt buckle. This is happening December 6th up in Live Oak. Up on
A
Go ahead.
TV show logo?
Yeah, well, you know what it's from, right?
Where is it from?
Seinfeld.
Oh, that's what I was. I was like, I was second guessing myself. I'm like, I know I've seen that before.
Yeah, that's Seinfeld right there.
Yeah.
So we're trying to help them push this race, Festivus. Oh, I don't. I'm sorry. I thought I had it up. Hang on.
It's up. That's all we can see.
Yeah, I don't want the belt buckle. I want the website up. So here it is. All right, here it is. So go to Festivus, 100-miler, 50-mile trail run. Looks like they have a pretty good group. They also have 30-miler, 14-mile, and 7-miler. So whatever you want to run, they basically have out there. I don't. Yeah. See that's the actual logo from Seinfeld. So it is It's on a 7-mile loop. So here it is by Sombrero Events. So should be a great race. I think we covered all of it. So we had a lot to cover. I was going through a lot of it.
And we'll
At
keep
the
up
end.
with the other news as we get more information and everything.
Yeah. I think I've been trying to keep up with that, and I think everyone sees us now as the news network for Florida. So anytime something's going on, I'm getting blasted with text messages. I get calls in the morning. I don't mind it. So
You can message me too. I'm also a correspondent here, so take the pressure off.
A correspondent. So.
Sounds like fancy.
Yeah, we like to focus on Florida, but we also like to go outside of the state. So that's why we bring in Brian from Colorado. He kind of separates us.
Back to you in the
In the booth?
newsroom Jeff.
Yeah, it's and Brian's awesome too. If we're doing a live stream, we bring Brian in to help commentate a little bit. So
I could talk about nothing for hours.
Yeah. So that's
what you need for a live stream.
That's right.
If anyone's interested, go back and look at where were we in Georgia, and just fill in time at 2 in the morning.
Brian was on with us for Tampa Bay 100. All stuff. So it's I think PTC is going to be live. We're going to have it's going to be entertaining. So
yeah, if you guys know any runners that it's their first time, or they've been training really hard, or they've got a good story, just let us know or have them contact us, because we'd love to share the stories and follow their journey along the course.
Yep. So all right. Well, we thank you guys for joining us tonight. We'll be back next week, and it's pretty impressive. We started this in January, and we've only missed 1 week.
Has it been that long? Oh my gosh.
I think it has been January. So thank you for joining us. And again, if you are going out of state for a race or anything, please message us. Or if you ran a race, send us pictures. We need help on this side. We'd love to get information.
Tell your friends, subscribe to Pacer Travel, like the videos.
They need stuff to talk about.
Yeah. No, we're over today. So, all right. Thank you guys. Have a great week running. We will see you next week.